And we live, y'all. Waking Packers. Waking Packers, good morning. Welcome to the latest edition of Waking Pack. Uh what is today, y'all? Thursday or Wednesday? I know I ain't crazy. Okay, it's Thursday. Wait, hold up. What the fuck day is it, y'all? It's Wednesday, hump day, of course, for you freaks out there. Welcome to another edition of Waking Pack, people. And I couldn't sleep yesterday, y'all. Well, I could never sleep, but what I was thinking about was just revenge, man. Number one, would this even be considered a revenge game? Because seems like we haven't played them in a year or two. But I guess we must look at the last thing that happened, and I guess we must look at the actual record they have against us in recent time. Hence the Jimmy Garoppolo thumbnail. Speaking about that and his rivalry, I'm so sad that he's not a part of it no more. I feel that he's done a lot of harm to us, and his record is 4-1 all time against us. Jimmy Garoppolo, 4-1 all time against the Packers. 3 of those games were playoff games. And the only game we motherfucking beat Jimmy Garoppolo in, I was in attendance. So maybe I should be glad that he's not a part of that team anymore. But that also shows you that these are just two different teams playing, man. This ain't the Niners that whooped our ass with Mostert running on us. This ain't the Niners that whooped our ass with Colin Kaepernick running on us. This ain't the Niners who beat us in a divisional. We're not the same Packer team. That's why we play the game, and we got to go out there and motherfucking punch them in the face, okay? Shout out to my boy TR, man. A new Inquiring Minds episode is up to view. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go ahead and check it out. Support the channel. Go ahead and like it. Jump up in them comments. Let me know how you feel about the new show. If you got any questions about the show or questions to the show, we'll figure something out. But I'm packing this bowl right now, y'all. Let's see who in the motherfucking building, man. Let's see who's in the building, people. Where we at with it? Hey, Big Nate's in the motherfucking house per usual. Thank you, dog. Hey, I'm trying my best. You know what I'm saying? I love the Packers, man. And, I used to let work. I used to let other activities. I used to let a lot of shit get in the way. Sometimes I probably should be doing videos, but I just, would take certain hiatuses. And now I'm all in, man. I'm all in this shit, I'm all in. So thank you for that. We got to get over the hump, Big Nate. We have to get over the hump, man. I just told y'all this man went 4-1 against us. He even beat us this year against Nate's wife's team. We can't beat fucking Jimmy Garoppolo. So I'm glad he's out of San Francisco. Or shout out to KHTV, San Francisco. My boy Zane is in a motherfucking building. And yeah, man, revenge. And not just revenge, like, we were a top dog in the motherfucking NFC. NFC championships years after years after years. 13-3 records, number 1 seed. They motherfucking came in a Lambo and took our hearts, bro. That was painful. I got so wasted that time. This happens a lot. I woke up at 4 a.m. like, wait, did we play? Oh, yeah, we lost. You know what I'm saying? Those was painful, bro. So we need to give it back to them at they fucking house, man. Hell yeah, shout out to Big Nate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's not take all that stink, Milto. And when Milto is in the motherfucking building, you already know what to do. Hit the like button, man. However many people watching, likes should be equated to that, right? So hit the like button. Yeah, this could just be a new era. Because again, Aaron Rodgers had a problem. Anyway, we just talking about the dragons that Jordan Love gets to slay now. This is a new chapter in Packer football. So who's to think that in the Jordan Love era that we won't own the Niners like they owned us in the Aaron Rodgers era, okay? So let's not carry that stink from all those San Francisco games we went to there and lost, or they came to Lambeau and beat us. This has nothing to do with the game that's in front of us right now. Let's go out there and punch them in the motherfucking mouth quick, early. You know, everybody has a plan until when? Till you get punched in the face. So, hey, I'm sure Dallas had all these sweet little plays, you know, for CeeDee Lamb and all that. First quarter, Dak and CeeDee looking at each other like, okay, yeah, we good? Yeah, we good. Looking nerve. I'm like, what's wrong with these niggas? They ain't look like this all year. Okay, so that's what we doing, man. That's what I'm looking for, Milto, a new era in Packer dominance, and we cannot let the likes of a Jimmy Garoppolo do us like that. Now it's Brock Purdy, different quarterback, less experienced than Jimmy, but again, I think Brock can still be rattled. He got rattled this year against Baltimore. I didn't see J Love get rattled at all in any point during this season. So we got that working on us. Hey, thank you for that. Hey, you're going to get a return on that, Milto. You already know. Hell yeah, everybody in the house. Yeah, that's what we say. But I mean, you know, hey, Milto, you got to give a man credit for putting them back in, though. It takes a certain kind of man because some people just like to do something. Hey, that's what I did. I'm just going to stand with it. Sometimes you have to abort mission. You know, sometimes you got to make that change. And cool that he was man enough to make that change. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Hey, 420 HPOV Boulevard, Zane, you know, 1265. That's we gonna lead that to the great, you know, Lombardi Avenue, McCarthy Lane, whatever it is. LaFleur gonna get him a street at some point. I would say so, Brandy. That's the best way to serve it. You ever had cold pizza? Actually, it ain't that bad. Again, I don't prefer it, but there's been certain times I don't know if I just couldn't wait or if I was just being a fat ass. Middle of the night, just grab a piece of cold ass pizza and eat it. I'm like, that shit ain't that bad. But yeah, it's best served cold. And yes, it is hump day for you freaks out there. But Brandy, we have an assignment for you, okay? Last week, listen, I didn't change underwear all week, okay? I'm superstitious. So last week, Brandy, you got your hair done. You need to get it done again, Brandy. You know, you need to get it done again. Whatever we all did this past week, let's remember something, you know. I had my favorite pair of drawers on. I haven't taken them off. Brandy, go get your hair done again. Same style. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this playoff. Let's keep it rolling. Hey, it's all good as long as you know, come through and show some love. Good to see you. Shout out to my boy David, man. Shout out to Mississippi. Hey, and that's Niehoff, okay? Niehoff to all of y'all, okay? Mr. Niehoff, too. Yeah, I mean, just a revenge for our Packers ancestors. And then let's be quite honest, okay? It's been a carousel, right? Or, you know, because we own them in parts of the 90s. You know, we done stomped on them on our way to certain championship games, you know. So, you know, and then they got their look back on us. So now it's going to revolve again. And now it's our turn to turn this around. 4-1, Jimmy Garoppolo. And they beat us in the playoffs. Rodgers can't beat Garoppolo. You kidding me? So, you know, I know Garoppolo's gone, but, you know, revenge is just on my mind. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying for our ancestors. And at this point, Brandy, we got to like and no pun intended. We got to love that Jordan Love could be put in certain situations that Aaron Rodgers was, and Jordan Love slays them. Last year, Aaron Rodgers was in the same position as Jordan Love, albeit against the Detroit Lions. We played the Chicago Bears, but Jordan Love got it done. First year stats, Jordan Love got it done over Aaron Rodgers. You know, so can he do what Rodgers couldn't do? You know, couldn't beat Tampa. You know, we always have issues with Tampa, so that's still coming on. But I don't know, man. Hey, we definitely on a roll. Or, you know, you want to get a little more graphic, we a hot knife, you know. We a hot knife. And we going through butter. We slicing through butter. Shout out to my boy, Freddie Roper. What's the word, bro? You straight? Shout out to Georgia. Shout out to Atlanta, man. Hey, told y'all, when Milto and John Boehner in the building, y'all got to make sure y'all on point, man. Wipe your feet at the door, you know? You know, hey, a like is free as hell. Let's do it. Hey, and what? We sacked that boy, 5 times, man. My boy Ernie in the building. King Howie in the building too. Shout out to KHTV, man. Do it again, Brandy. Same thing. I'm wearing the same outfit all day. Everybody that whatever the fuck y'all did on Sunday, do the same thing on Saturday, please. And it's about time, you know. I'm getting patient with my twin, you know, although I'm the better looking twin when it comes to me and Rashawn. But again, I'll take that bank account any day. But yeah, it's about time for that bang game, y'all. Zane slacking in his Mac, and Zane didn't even tell me to take a hit. I just gotta do it myself, Zane. Hell yeah. Same thing. Hey, Milto, that Super Bowl run we did in 2010, first playoff game, I was joking around with one of my kids. I took their beanie and put it on for the whole game and didn't take it off because we were doing good. I wore that beanie for the rest of the way and we fucking won. I was looking like a fool with a Dora Explorer beanie on, but I didn't give no fuck. My team was winning. Shout out to my boy Larry. You already know. Go, motherfucking Pack, go. We are still alive. We are still in this tournament. Woo! That's a good one, TR. It would take me a little more research, TR, but if I'm just going to guess, I would say Pittsburgh game. A game we should have won. And that just seems like the game that after that game, it seemed like something clicked in love. So if something clicks in love, that would click with the offense. And I think that's when it was, you know, after Pittsburgh. And then we started scoring the 30-point games, you know. So that's what I would say, but that would take a little further research. But damn it, TR, every week, TR, this kid is just growing in front of our face. So again, sometimes you see this year to year, you know, training camp, they got a whole training camp. And hey, imagine this kid with a whole nother training camp with these receivers. And Jugs Machine better be on Ray Nitschke Field or wherever the fuck it's going to be at. Jugs Machine needs to make an appearance on some of these videos. As I always say, when I used to watch Tay, Randall Cobb, Jordy, you know, Rogers, all them, the Jugs Machine was all over Packers.com. All you seen was them, you know, hey, we need to do that still. Brandy, let's not throw away last week. That was Love's introduction last week at Lambeau South, you know? So again, he is slaying the dragons that Aaron couldn't do, and he is continuing the greatness that Aaron did. We might have ourselves a gym, people. Yeah, and just even in losing that game, Brandy, it was like, you know, I think that was the turning point. It was like, man, because even me, I'm like, I'll look over the schedule. I'm like, how we lose to Pittsburgh? How we lose to Desmond Ridder, Atlanta, leading the whole game? But it's cool. We over that. Hey, we ain't got to worry about regular season no more. We in the tournament, bro. Woo, that's hard to say, Zane, because the 2010 one went all the way away. You know, do you remember James Starks, you know, tearing it up? You know, Tramon Williams tearing it up. Man, and you know what? On our playoff run in 2010, beating Atlanta, that meant a lot to me because they spanked us a couple of times, and I just was nervous about Atlanta. Going there, I hated the dome, and we went there and whooped that fucking ass, man. Hell yeah, hey, we already know, TR. Brandy know all her shit, man. Yes, and Brandy, like, I'm shocked at his command. I'm shocked that the checks, like he is really like, because again, we had to worry, like, okay, how much of a leash is LaFleur gonna put on Jordan? He has to win at the beginning of the year for sure. You know what I'm saying? He has to put him on a leash just to, you know, so he won't. You could put young quarterbacks in a game and it could ruin their career. Probably like we did the Minnesota quarterback. He might not ever come back again. You know, I don't know why O'Connell did that to that little kid. You know. I used to, but I try to get out of it. You know, the only thing I'm really, really superstitious about is going to Tampa. I hate it. And going to San Francisco. I don't mind going anywhere else, even if it's gonna be tough, you know, but those two places I hate. And that's why I'm so glad I got a joy to go see a victory there in person, man. Because them motherfuckers was talking shit. They thought they was gonna win, and that was just a memory I would never forget. Check out the shorts. I know I don't do shorts that much, you guys, but shit, I went to the game, man, and shit, Mason Crosby kicked the game-winning field goal. Got to, bro. Got to put something on. Like let's keep this shit rolling. Yeah, like Brandy, just everything. And then again, I explained one time there was a lane that opened up, and he even tucked the ball, about to run. Within a split second, oh, he's open, jumps back into his throwing stance and just throws a dart. Like, if you would take a picture of a still of him in that play, you would be like, oh, Love probably ran for 10 yards because he was literally in a running position about to run with the ball. But then he said, oh, no, this is open. The pocket collapsed around him, and he just moved with the pocket. And that kid makes some throws that's just crazy, bro. Just like, TR's favorite throw, the Wicks throw. This past game. And then, let's start building these Jordan Love highlight reels because we can. We all remember Aaron Rodgers to Geronimo Allison in the corner against the Bears. We all remember Aaron Rodgers to Jamal Williams in the back corner of Kansas City. We all remember the Bear Killer, third and whatever it was, NFC Championship, Cobby taking over. We remember throws like that. So let's start remembering these. Jordan Love has one to read too, about 2 weeks ago, sideline kind of thing. Like, this boy's cooking right now. Shout out to my boy Inhuman. Hey, we got our work cut out. We got our work cut out. It's gonna be a good one, but that's the thing. Yesterday's video, don't tell me the odds, don't talk about the odds. It went down, y'all. It's 9 points now. I told y'all they weren't gonna stick with that 10. So if it's 9 now, shit, it might be 8 points. They know what they're doing. But 10 points, they not 10 points better than us. Not the way we cooking right now. Definitely is. Statistically one of the best, actually. He's statistically one of the best in a lot of categories. Statistically the best quarterback in the NFL after week 12. And I think that was after Pittsburgh, people. If I'm not, wrong. Exactly. And listen, Larry, street cred. Because what happened, earlier in the year, even I might have said maybe the Packers need to get a little tougher, on the defensive side, this and that. But we got to come whip that ass. Like you said, we have to punch them in the face. It's the way we have to do it with them. Again, hopefully we looking at that Baltimore film, because Baltimore went in there and whooped their ass. Had Purdy looking all kind of ways. Had Purdy looking ways that Love never looked yet in his career, man. Love has never blinked, never flinched at none of this shit. Hey, thank you, Milto. And we're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. Hey, let's work on the next 100, bro. And then after a while, we're gonna have to do celebrations, So I'm glad I passed that milestone. But a lot of work needs to be done. So, keep on spreading that word to whoever you can. Keep on hitting that like button and keep on joining your boy, Unless I bore you to death. I don't want to bore nobody to death, Don't feel like you have to watch me. Definitely. I seen that. That's another thing. DeGuara, Ingabare, who else? Like unsung heroes, and shout out to JJ, got hurt. He's out. Terrifying injury. So he's gonna be dealing with this going into training camp and all that. So, but yeah. Yes. And now, I always said that we playing with house money, and I always said that I don't care if we go and lose. We was playing with house money anyway, but now I do. It's the way we do it. If we are to lose, I much rather have this punch, punch, and then somebody just gets knocked out. Like, we got to show that we are not that team that's going to take a West Coast trip and get blown out like that no more. Like, we are not here for no reason. They put us right on the platter for Dallas to have us for lunch, and we said, nah, We about to take this shit. And we beat them down, bro. That's why that number is going down on the spread. I'm telling you, probably by Sunday, it'll be 8 points, man. Or Saturday. Definitely. And that's what I'm saying. And too, when with health too. I mean, we young bucks, we're the younger team and all that, but they got some guys over there who gotta ice it up. Again, I've seen Christian McCaffrey in the middle of games start icing his knees. Great player, top running back. And listen, quiet is kept. Aaron Jones is on the same level, y'all. The couple years ago, McCaffrey led the league in touchdowns. Aaron Jones was right with him. I think he was one behind, and that was probably like in the catching category. So Aaron Jones healthy, as we've seen these past 4 or 5 weeks, is a fucking problem. And again, we won and there was no issues, pretty much no mistakes in the last game. Aaron Jones didn't fumble. Bad news about AJ Dillon. Still seems to be bothered by the stinger. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, you guys feel as Packer fans, when we go and when we watch that game, feel like we fucking supposed to be there because we are. We're not just gonna lay down. They're gonna have to beat us. So that's what I'm looking at too. I'm really excited for this game. Again, how can J Love look any worse? What can they do that J Love haven't seen this year? Because J Love is the most blitz quarterback. Can you believe that? I knew that was going to happen because people think Jordan Love is the same kid from Kansas City where your boy Spoelstra took advantage of a young Jordan Love. Aaron got COVID. Love pretty much didn't know he was starting until a little later. Came to Kansas City. His mom was sitting all the way in the nosebleeds, which is a shame. Y'all could at least put her in a suite, man. Like, come on, man. But it's cool. She gonna be in the suites now, Mama Love. And Jordan Love's hot wife, girlfriend, whatever she is. He marries well. And yeah. So respect to you with that. We do, because they are, they're kind of an image of our offense. Obviously, our offense is, kind of like the Shanahan deal. It's the same kind of tree, condensed, it's close in, and but that's that gets receivers open way more, and we got speed. So again, have you guys seen the catch of Musgrave? There wasn't a person within 20 yards of him, full diameter 20 yards. How can somebody, especially as a target big as that, get that open? Dontavian Wicks, bro. Like, some of these plays he catching is wide open. Romeo, it's 3 people around him, but they fucking 5 yards all away from him. He catches it. Like, what a game, man. Jordan Love is cooking up some shit. I don't know what he's on, Lord. Oh yeah. Even Savage. Reporters, after the game, they interviewed Savage. They was talking about the pick 6. The lady was like, "Are you happy?" He was like, "Yeah, but nigga, more work to do." Yeah, we happy, but it's more work to do. He said, "I didn't want to do." He was like, even the guys was mad that I didn't celebrate, but he was like, it was more work to do. That was the first half, And what a fucking pick by Jair. That was a nigga, give me that pick. That wasn't no X's, no O's. That was like, nigga, I'm right here. Give me this shit. Very handsy, very physical. As much as motherfuckers like to talk, Jair 5'10", he's small. That boy got physical right there, didn't he? Hey, Larry is on his shit. Larry telling us about players we don't know about. What we do know about him, look, he gonna definitely get a lot more time now, with the injuries. But yeah, I heard he's gonna be in the rotation. But for me, this is LVN's chance, man. This is LVN, Lucas Van Ness. This should be his game. But I would love it if Cox comes in there and causes some damage, bro. That'd just be protocol with this Packer team. We got guys like Wooden. We got guys like just unsung people who go in there, put their hard hat on. TJ Slaton. Big TJ is an enforcer out there. Big TJ Slaton. Ted Durrell is a force out there. And he's been getting he started off. And then with another gem in him. TJ Slaton. Will we get him in a 5th, 6th round? Come on, people. Starting interior lineman, big boy. Hey, goal line, you're going to have problems. We have one of the best red zone defenses. TJ got to have something to do with that. That boy, big body. Hey, take two niggas to guard him, man. Dale's in the building. What's up? 420 HPOV Boulevard, man. We just talking about the Packers. You already know how I go. Every motherfucking day, or at least the weekdays. Definitely. And the stunts too. The back end, absolutely Zane, but the stunts too with the defensive line, man. We ain't get to them 5 times for nothing. I used to hate stunts as a player because me, arrogant, cocky, whatever you call it. I'm like, I'm just gonna beat the dude in front of me. I'm like, a stunt is trying to confuse them, and when it doesn't go right, when you're stunt E, the guy who's supposed to go down while you go around, or the guy who's supposed to go around, go down, either forgets, it looks funny, and it looks like it messes up. I just used to like doing one-on-ones, but stunts is a great way to give, inferior linemen to just get another edge. When you swing around like that, you're coming with more force, and you can get more push, get more into the backfield. Yeah, definitely nasty and definitely clean. We kind of got to do both. And shout out to you too, Go Mike. Hey, something that Uncle P does great, Fred. Uncle P does that great. Rashawn is starting to do it. Just last game, he rushed in once. I'm like, Rashawn, get your hands up, bro. Next series, the ball, he didn't even tip it, but he got them hands up. I said, that's all we need. One day you're going to tip that shit to yourself. We done seen TJ Watt do it. One day you're going to tip it. One of the linebackers going to catch it. You're going to tip it. A safety going to catch it, Yeah, we do. And look, shout out to you, Go Mike. You always be big up in our offensive line, and I kind of try to turn you down sometimes because you be like, Sean Ryan's going to wipe Chris Jones with the floor. But you know what, man? After a while, this offensive line not only is playing better, bro, but they're, we all knew that they could pass block. Packers definitely draft great pass blocking linemen. Obviously, when you have Hall of Fame quarterbacks, you have to protect them. So we always got a good pass block. They've been shocking me in a run block game. Now, Aaron Jones helps, but, we've been getting a little more push and a little more bodies down the field. At first, Aaron will have to turn a -2 play into a +3, +5. I've seen less of those. He hasn't worked that hard. He's getting beyond 2 levels, y'all. Absolutely, Brandy. Hey, we couldn't have asked for better safety play than the last game, so we have to hope that they continue. And hopefully Savage, and let me tell you guys, Savage just made the play, right? That's that Savage play we've been waiting years for. That's that Savage play that we thought that he would be giving us every 4 or 5 games, once we drafted him. He has the measurables. He's fast. One thing about Savage, since he came back this year, he's been in and out a couple times this year. I think the kid done earned himself another contract in Green Bay. First, I was iffy. He was the subject of a Wake and Pack. I'm like, where are we at with Savage? Hey, his communication has always, I think that's what's kept him on the field. And he's a vet, and he's also an enforcer, bro. If you see Savage out there, he's punking niggas. He's not letting nothing slide. He's trying to rip the ball out, even though they're clearly on the ground. Like he has a little enforcer in him too. And he's a vet. There's a certain point where you're a certain age. It's like, like when you get in the 12th grade, it's like, I ain't letting no 9th grader talk to me any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just out there being a bully too in his own right. So shout out to Darnell Savage, man. And we need better play. We need this to continue from our safeties and really the corners. Hey, we all like to talk about Keyshawn getting burnt, y'all, but Keyshawn did his thing in this last game. Got a sack, got a few passes defended. He did his thing this game. Second time in a row all-pro punt returner. When the last time the Packers had that? If we could get both of them to really play to their fullest potential, coming off the edge on both sides like that, and again, we gonna mix in Uncle P too. Preston Smith till to this day, he's still, bro, very good in that run game. sealing the edge, pressures too. Like press, what a gem. I always thought that Za'Darius had more staying power. I'm like, once the Smith Bros break up, I think we'll probably keep Za'Darius and Preston will go. Boy, was I wrong? Was I happy I was wrong? Because again, he still got something in the tank, man. That's even crazier. That was a subject matter on Inquiring Minds yesterday. That was my biggest surprise from the game. Reed not even having a catch. So that's a bigger problem for San Francisco. They don't even got no film on Reed because, of course, they look. Well, I mean, that wouldn't be the film to look at, Dallas, to try to beat us. I don't know what they're going to try to look at. Matt LaFleur and Joe Barry, Stenavich, Montgomery, Getsy. I mean, I always say that. Clemens, like all of these motherfuckers, hopefully, I hope they broke down that Baltimore tape. It was the most recent game, and San Francisco got their ass whooped. And I think we got some guys in similar positions, man. Just look at the game plan they did. But what they did, too, in Baltimore, or it was in San Francisco, they punched them in the mouth. They like, you got to get physical. Like, San Francisco's been a bully all year. You don't go to a bully and try to sneak them or nothing like that. Like when you want to shock a bully, you go right up to him, right in his face, and boom. I always tell y'all it was a big fight at school one time. I ain't gonna get into details, but one certain group of people versus another certain group of people. So my group walk over there, the littlest nigga on my side, the smallest dude, bow, set the whole thing off. He cracked the biggest nigga on their side, and then it was just a whole melee. So that's what we need. We need to punch their ass in the face. I think we can, bro. And then again, they're amazing. You can Chase Young, Hargrave. They got the Grave Digger over there. Grave Digger Part 2. Hey, trivia question. Who is the original Grave Digger, y'all? Let me know in the comment section. But Javon Hargrave, Chase Young, Cleveland Farrell is not playing. It looks like he's not playing. But look at the kind of guys they got. I didn't even mention Bosa. They got guys, y'all. Yeah, but I think they've been getting better, man. I think they've been getting better. Yeah, they do. They pretty much do. Their offense is like ours, but way more. Watch you guys how much running around you guys are going to see in the backfield. You think LaFleur does it a lot. This dude does it. I mean, again, remember in 1 year, this motherfucker blew out 3 ACLs of his running backs. All his running backs got hurt because that motherfucker is going to run the ball. So our run D must be on point. And let's give Quay a little credit too because he held it down in his last game. And I love that McDuffie. Because normally McDuffie will be in when either Quay is hurt or Devondre is hurt. He'll just play that whole role. But when Quay and Devondre is there, Duffy kind of just special teams. Mix him in with the starters. Hey, run downs, Quay and McDuffie can handle it. Passing downs, then you throw Devondre in there with Quay. And you could give both of them a breather. Because that's another thing. Quay be getting tired sometimes because he's so athletic, sideline to sideline, and he's around every tackle. Missed so many games this year and still got over 100 tackles. Y'all know I love me some Quay. Drop that interception, man. Shouldn't have did that like in week 3, but I forgive you now. Listen, we made a statement the last game, so we just need to continue it. And definitely, those two guys have to have a good game, right? Blocking, I ain't worried about Kraft's blocking. And I ain't worried about Musgrave catching the ball or staying on his feet anymore. And I ain't worried about Kraft trying to hurdle people anymore. He's putting his shoulders down, understanding I'm 6'5", 6'6", 260. And this corner is, 5'10", $190, lower your shoulder. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Again, he might have played himself into a goddamn contract, y'all. Oh, yeah, he is. And especially without Reed getting the catch last week. So, again, when they look at the film, what do we got to stop? How are we going to stop the Packers? They're going to look at the film from Dallas game, and Reed didn't even get a catch. So, you're going to have to look. Y'all going to have to do some extra work, Niners defensive staff. You're going to have to look at Jayden Reed from 2-3 weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago. Just more time. Hey, you're getting paid a lot. You're getting paid good. Go and do your research because y'all got a lot of research to do, man. Y'all better worry about Wicks. Y'all better, we got some weapons, y'all. We cooking right now. Hey, Brandy, that's one thing I will give him. Again, he is hindered by size. I mean, ain't nothing he could do about that. And the measurables, like he's not the fastest. But one thing that dude does is he can read runs, and he's like, whenever there's a run play, he is always in the mix. And sometimes he's in the backfield. So, kudos to McDuffie, and I'm glad that the coaching staff seen, like, even with healthy Quay and healthy Devondre, we need to keep him included in the rotation. And I love it, man. Mix it the fuck up, bro. That's what I'm talking about, Joe Barry. Mix it up. We got a D line with this rotate. We got linebackers now rotating, and our secondary is our secondary. And again, kudos to our secondary, because every week we young and Valentine, Jair's playing. If he's not, if he is, if he's not. Credit to them too for just making it this far. 6th rounders, 7th rounders, journeymen. Like we doing our thing, man. And get rid of Rasul. Imagine we had Sewell now. I don't even want to talk about that. I'm looking for that 3rd rounder. I'm gonna be extra critical for this 3rd rounder that we got this week. I mean, we got this year in the draft, because that's what we traded Sewell for. And it wasn't just a 3rd. We gave them a 5. So we still gave up some capital. So this 3rd round pick this year, Brian Gutekunst, better be something good, because you got rid of Sewell, man. And that was my guy. He's my kind of guy. Oh, don't try to bully us. You don't want to come too over anxious. They don't want to come and fuck with us and make a mistake, man. Again, I am totally confident in blocking this D line. We got the tight ends to do it. Again, the craft special. What's the craft special, Brandy? Oh, I'm gonna block a little bit, and you can tell the defender's like, no, don't touch me, and then he'll go out for a pass, catch the ball. Like, that's what we need to do. That's what I'm saying. And is love the recipe? We tried it a few times with a 4-time MVP and got our ass smoked. Didn't even get off the bus on some of them losses we had against them. So is this the formula? Is Love cooking the way he's cooking? Is this the formula for all? Again, I said it was the formula, and I always said Love is good enough already. I said this before the motherfucker even took a snap. I said he's good enough to win a Super Bowl if we got the right guys around him. That's what I used to say. Now, that ain't even the case. He is the guy. So, again, it's still early, but everything he's showing us, the growth that he's had over these past weeks is just unbelievable. It's like every time you see a baby, like, your friend's baby, you don't see him that much, but every time you see him, it's like, damn, I remember you was this little. Like, that nigga every fucking week. It's like, damn, nigga, I remember you was this tall. Now you this tall. That boy balling, y'all. Balling. Oh, yeah. I already told y'all about that cousin I got. Whenever we go out with him, everybody like, all right, y'all, let's, we all got to drink less, because this fool gonna be out there fighting somebody after 2 beers, and beers too, not even no whiskey, no none. This nigga have 2 beers, and yeah, it's like, bro, you what blood type are you, bro? Because you can't handle alcohol. 2 beers and he's swinging on everybody. But yeah, I understand that, and hey, long as you land the punch, Brandy, it's all good. Or hopefully you wasn't the one receiving the punch. If so, I'll get him. Right, we say. And then again, it was the way the calls were played. A lot of 2 tight end sets. So them dudes was just chilling on the sideline. It was only 2 receivers in for most of the game. So shout out to Matt for that. But again, yes. So San Francisco, what y'all looking at? Like, y'all looking at film from like week, 16, 15? Like, y'all got a lot of work to do. All we got to do is look at Baltimore. And then the losses we did have, like, we are not the same team, and we are totally different. So you can look at the losses we had, but I don't think it's going to mean a damn thing. That's right, John Boehner. That's the original grave digger. They call Javon Hargrave. He is great. I give it to him. I love him. Again, I'm a lineman. I like lineman play. He's a dog. You know what I'm saying? But we know who the original grave digger is. Yeah, all together, that would probably be, in the red zone, where we will all be able to squeeze them all in. Because, if not, we gotta have to go in the, 5 DBs. Definitely the grave digger. That's what they're gonna do. They do that, before every game, and to their own right. Fred Warner, one of the best in the league. Greenlaw, not one of the best in the league, but he's very decent. And Bosa, top 3. So, they get paid too. They got to say what they got to say. You don't want them saying, oh, we're going to lose. So we want them talking all what they want to talk. Yeah, he already made up for that though. But yeah, he made up for that on that third down. It was like a 3rd and 5. Lovey hit him up. Yes. Well, fumbles, actually both. I mean, when's the last time we did fumble? Was that the little muff punt? The Torrey did. I don't even count that as a fumble. We ain't fumbled in a while, and Jordan Love don't know what picks are. You know, we ain't even got mentioned picks. You know, he don't throw those. Yeah, definitely. You know, especially when they close, like when they get in that red zone for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because they like to pound that ball. Christian McCaffrey, like what they always used to say, put 8 in the box. Only way to put 8 in the box is if you got 3 linebackers, you know? Definitely pursuit. You're right. And they are fast too, so they can track that down. They got some guys, you know, Devondre and Quay, sideline and sideline is cool, but them boys over there again, Fred Warner, like we still got to mix it in though, Brandy. Again, I don't want to see too much of it, but we still have to mix it in. We got to throw the kitchen sink at them. We got to throw the kitchen sink at them. Exactly. And we could switch it up. We could do 2 receiver sets or shit. Imagine we just said, fuck it, 5 wide. What the fuck are y'all going to do? One of them motherfuckers going to get open. And I'm waiting for Christian Watson, you know. And it's a good thing, you guys, that those dudes didn't ball out because you know what they thinking. As much as, okay, there's a thing that Steve Smith said, one of my favorite receivers ever, LA kid, you know, Steve Smith Sr. played for the Carolina Panthers. Hopefully I get this right. Somebody asked him, you know, who would you rather have? The best game ever as a receiver, 10 catches, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, or win the Super Bowl with no catches? He was like, oh, I'd rather win the Super Bowl. Then a little bit after, he was like, damn, not 1 catch though? So, you know, Melton, Watson, all these niggas like, man, I need a catch. That shit looked fun last week. It was fun last week. We were a part of it, but I want to be really a part of it. So y'all got to think that these guys are chomping at the bit. Definitely. We got to do it. But again, all I think we need to do is look at Baltimore. I'm going to go watch that game again. I'm going to go, you know, watch that. It's probably the highlights. I ain't going to watch the whole game. I'm not that much of a loser, but I got to see like some of the stuff they did to rattle Purdy, man. Purdy is rattleable, if that's a name. Rattleable. Like you can rattle them. Like I haven't seen Jordan Love rattle. Even being down in Detroit by a gang of points, we still brought that game within 10 points. Why? Because he wasn't rattled. If he was rattled, we would have seen Sean Clifford, man. He made it a game. Well, don't hit him hard because you know he's a little fragile, but early and often, yeah, for sure. Like, you know, I'm still waiting on that. Just throw that bomb, throw that 9 route. You know what I'm saying? And another great point, Milto. He gonna throw the who's open, and that's so great. I think that's what's really opening this offense up is, you know, there's no favorites in this shit. There literally are no favorites. Different receivers every week do something. We have to. 5 sacks sounds about good to me. Yeah, we really need him in this one. It looks like he's gonna be out again, though, Zane. You know, from what I'm looking at. Wow, Stinger took him out like that, huh? Got to be something deeper. I don't know, but we would need him. I mean, but you know, what are we doing? Yeah, that'll work. And shit, put Big Boy in a stunt too. But I'm telling y'all, TJ Rex up that middle, man. Early in the game against Dallas, he set the tone. Did one good run stop. He got up flexing and said, "This is my shit." It don't look like it right now. You know, playoffs. Look, regular season, when you know the date, it's easy to, you know, plan around and have plans to go. But I leave one day at my house, it'll turn upside down. So right now, and you know, kids and all that. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. You know, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. You know, I want to though. But yeah, you know, it's just kind of sudden change. I mean, I always knew and hoped that we would get here, but to actually make plans for a if be would be game like that. I just wasn't in position to do it this year. But I'm be there at SoFi Stadium, and it's still not too late. You never know. I might hit the lotto tomorrow. Yeah, they called it a stinger at first, but I don't know if it started. Stinger could be on the shoulder, and that could kind of transfer to the neck. I don't know what the hell happened. Man, what a time for him to be out. We need that big bruiser in there. But hey, let's give a little credit. I mean, he ain't do much, but he looked good in there. Emmanuel Wilson, rookie, bro. He ain't an AJ Dillon, but he got a little size on him too. He could be a little bruiser. I hope that is the case. They got to deal with the conditions too, and hopefully, and listen, clearly this year Purdy is a little more friendly with the ball than Love is. So Purdy got to give us an opportunity, man. And then again, Jair, hopefully you're going to treatment every day. We need you too. Definitely move all of them all over the place. Brooks in the middle, Brooks at the end, put Gary over the middle, all that. We need all of that. I think he can and will. Every week we say, oh, we got this guy coming. We got this guy coming. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't lying about that. And I was slated to go to this Las Vegas game, but we can't. Whenever God lets something happen, there was a death, and I had to attend the funeral. I didn't expect it to happen. So, that was canceled for that. I would have been at that game, but hey, my boy KHTV represented us well out there. But I was even to the it got to the point where I was hours away from still going, but I'm like, man, this whole funeral shit just, it deflated me a little bit. And if I was just flying or somebody drove me there, I would probably been able to handle it. But me being behind the wheel in those conditions at that time, I didn't want to do that Vegas trip. Yes, he was the Niner killer for a long time. Let's give Joe Barry some respect when he was the coordinator of the Rams. I mean, so he should know them, right? He should know him, right? So that works in our favor. Great point, Zane. Oh, well, that'll get anybody going. Top 3 Packers player of all time, Reggie White, the Minister of Defense. Well, they're going to get that go, Mike. Again, they get paid too, and they got somebody called Debo over there, Ayuk over there. They're going to get theirs, bro. They're going to get theirs, but we just got to be there. Valentine, Jair just got to be there right in their nose, You're going to get yours, but you're going to get popped on the way out too, But listen, we got we got a chance to win this game, y'all. And, tomorrow, you already know what it is. It is show me my opponent. We've been breaking them down today, even yesterday. Even a little bit in Inquiring Minds, but we're going to break them down more tomorrow. And with that, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Thank y'all for coming through. You already know what time it is. So my boy Larry Vaughn, thank you for coming through. Hey, welcome to 420 HPOV Boulevard. This is what we do every motherfucking day, or at least every weekday. Shout out to my boy Zane Strong, holding it down for real, doing a great job. My favorite, Brandy Lewis, of course. Thank you for coming through. Get that hair done, Brandy. Hey, should I wash my underwear though? No, I'm just kidding. But shout out to my boy Goat Mike for sure. Milto. If you didn't hit the like button on your way in, hit it on the way out, please. Shout out to my boy Milto, man. Shout out to TR. Go check out Inquiring Minds. Shout out to my boy KHTV. John Bainan, another one. Hey, when y'all see John and Milto in the building, you got to hit that like button, man. Shout out to my boy Packer Fans with Swagger, Big Nate, the whole fam over there. Shout out to my girl Monica over there. Freddie Roper, my nigga, came through. Thank you for supporting. My boy Dale Baldwin came through. Thank you, bro. So yeah, that's what we got, man. Hey, go in there. We need to go. Ernie Martinez, my boy, came through, and Human Joey 310. Shout out to you. Shout out to Dago. Yeah, man. So let's go into this game as confident as we were going into Dallas. And if you weren't confident going into Dallas, the showing that we put on has to make you a little more confident now. Again, guys didn't even show up and show out. Romeo said, sit back, young cats. Sit back. I'm the second-year dude. I know this offense more than anybody. Jay Love's been throwing passes to me for longer than any of y'all. Y'all sit the fuck back. Let me get this $150. Let me get this touchdown, you know. So you got Reed, you got Watson, I'll be sure, looking like, damn, Watson got to be feeling it. Like, nigga, I ain't caught a pass. I ain't scored in a while. He's got to be itching to do it. And another thing, Jayden Reed didn't get a carry either. I'm glad he didn't. We all know Matt LaFleur can go to that well a little bit when he goes with the motion and give it to Reed. It's glad to not call it for a game or two. You know, teams don't need to know that it's coming. Now he can probably pull it out because, you know, we're going to need to pull out everything. But I'm rambling at this point. Thank you, guys. Show me my opponent tomorrow, y'all. So this is it tomorrow. And then it ain't no Sunday game right after show me my opponent tomorrow. It's not, wait, it's still hump day. See, I'm tripping, bro. I'm all fucked up. I'm so sorry, y'all. Show me my opponent is not tomorrow. That is on Friday. So let me get the fuck out of here before I look any dumber, y'all. So I love y'all. Thank you.